This is exactly how we helped a renovator to generate $174,000 in 30 days using this exact system. My name is Victor. I lost $60,000 to marketers that were full of shit when I first started my business years ago. And I had to learn trial by fire and basically learn what I know now. I've managed over $5 million in ad spend for 8 and 9 figure companies. And I basically had to force myself to figure out what worked, or else I probably wouldn't be here today. But today, I basically want to walk you through exactly how we achieve this result so you can walk away with some value and implement it for yourself if you feel like that's what you want to do. So, the revenue roller coaster. So, a lot of renovation companies are on this roller coaster, unfortunately. Some months you're crushing it, you might have 8 or 10 jobs. You're hiring, you're planning, you're feeling good. But the next month, there's a lot of inconsistency. You might have 2, 3 jobs, and it might be very stressful. You're in costs, you're wondering what happened, and it's very hard to have peace of mind when you have a business like this because of the inconsistency. And the reason behind that is because of referrals or relying on a traditional agency who just wants to get paid a retainer without having any skin in the game. And it's just very nonsensical, right? Because I got burned by this stuff early on. You have great months, you think you figured it out, and then nothing. And it's really annoying and frustrating, right? That's exactly where this contractor was at prior to working with me and my team. It was 1 month you're doing great, the next month, oh, I don't know what's happened. So this is how we fixed it. And the way we fixed it for this client and all of our other clients is through a system of 3 pillars. The first pillar is through lead generation. So it's getting the right leads who fit our criteria into our pipeline through very specific messaging and targeting. The second system is lead conversion. It's turning those leads into booked appointments. And speed really matters here because this is where contractors lose. We actually handle this process for our clients in a private partnership program, which I'll get to. Number three, closing and priming. So getting the lead ready to buy before you even show up. And this is what really separates the winners from people who might be struggling month to month. And when you string all of these three together, you go from hoping to knowing exactly what to expect month in, month out. The biggest mistake I see is contractors and agencies chasing volume. They think, really cheap cost per lead, let's get more leads, more people in through the door, which is the complete wrong game. And after spending millions in ad spend, after spending millions on, and after losing thousands and spending millions in different accounts with my own money and clients' money, I learned that cheap leads usually brought about garbage quality and wasted time because you're driving all the way out to these appointments just for them to tell you, I'll think about it, don't respect the pricing or whatever the excuse might be. But that changed when I learned BANT. So BANT basically stands for budget, authority, need, and timeline. That's the main 4 questions. So it's, does the lead have budget? Are they the decision maker? Do they actually need this? And when do they want to start? If they don't hit all 4, we don't book them in and we move on. And this framework took this contractor from a 25% win rate on his quotes to 55%. And it wasn't because he got better at selling like Jordan Belfort. It's because he stopped wasting time on unqualified leads and took a quality over quantity approach. And to be honest, I didn't think that I was going to share this, but something that's really been working well is being transparent, because we're in a trust recession in 2026 where everyone is selling similar things and we need to be really transparent, right? Because most contractors will hide the price. They're trying to get everyone in through the door, whereas we do the opposite. We put the minimum right in our funnel. We might say that at $25,000 depending on the type of job it is. And yeah, it scares people away, but that's the point. Because the people who bail are the ones who weren't going to close anyway. They're the tire kickers, right? But the people who click after seeing the 25K, whatever the sticker price you want it to be is, they are the serious buyers. They will respect your time, your authority, your money. They've got money. They're ready to move ahead. And this one little action increased our qualified leads by 47%. Not total leads, qualified leads. Because transparency builds trust, and it's actually what ends up closing the deal for us. And one of the biggest levers that you can pull as well is speed to lead, because there's a magic number, 5 minutes, first to call, because most companies will wait hours or even days to call a lead. But the thing is, my team handles this in-house for us. We have digital door knockers who handle this for our clients and call every single lead 13 hours a day, 7 days a week within 5 minutes. So it's not hours, it's not days. And this increased our conversion rate by 47%. So same contractor, same offer, same amount of ad spend, collecting way more money, just faster, right? Because speed signals you're professional, it signals you care, and it signals that you're efficient. And linking back to that trust and transparency side of things, the more that they feel you care, which our team will actually be handling for you, as well as the lead generation, you're much more likely to end up closing a higher ticket package, a more expensive project, than if you were to leave it for the next day or 5 hours after, whatever the case might be. Because what's going to happen is that if you don't call these leads within 5 minutes of them opting in, they're going to keep scrolling their Instagram, their social feed, and they're going to get hit by other companies' advertisements, and they're going to opt into those as well. And then they basically just start price shopping and getting hit by other ads because they haven't been reached out to by anyone yet, and we want to stop them in their scroll. When we actually get these leads on the phone, there's a specific qualification. And when we actually get these leads on the phone, our digital door knockers actually follow a specific call script. The first question that we like to ask is, what type of project is it? Is it a kitchen? Is it a bathroom? Full renovation? The second question is, when do you want to start? The third is, what's your budget? Fourth is, are you the decision maker? This usually takes around 3 to 5 minutes, and it saves you hours of wasted consultations where you're driving out to a job site or a home and they do not respect your time. You've done everything just for them to give you the, oh, this is too expensive, or I'll need to think about it. And it's a complete waste of time on everyone's part. So we don't close them on the phone, we qualify them for you, and then we book them into your calendar. Now, the next biggest lever that we decided to pull, and again, I don't even know if I'm going to include this in the video because I don't want other people to steal it, is pre-appointment video priming. So after they book, we send them a video, and it's a personalized video for the client, and it introduces you, it builds trust, it sets expectations for the consultation, so that when they show up, they already know who you are, they already trust you, and they're already thinking yes. 62% of leads watch it. And here's the thing, they're 3 times more likely to close when they consume that video, because we start selling them before the consultation even starts. Because in that video, in our emails, in our funnel, over the phone, we're removing objections, we're building rapport, we're priming them to buy, we're answering frequently asked questions, and we're basically microwaving the lead to develop the know, like, and trust factor as much as possible so that they're willing to hand you $25,000 plus. And this little known secret is the difference between a 25% and a 55% close rate. Another big thing that's been moving the needle for us is having FAQs. So it's basically, how long does a consultation take? Is it free? What's the minimum? When can you start? And we're basically answering their questions before they ask. We're pre-framing things. And it's a bit of a psychological manipulation almost, because most contractors make people jump through hoops, and that's a lot of friction. And friction is what usually kills deals, because a confused buyer won't buy. We remove the confusion entirely, right? So to give you an overview of what the results look like for this particular contractor, it was 1,500 on ads. We got 30 leads at $50 each. 15 of those were qualified, and we booked them into his calendar. That's a 50% conversion, whereas most contractors hit 20%. 11 didn't cancel. That's a 73% rate, basically, where the industry average is 40 to 50%. And 6 closed. That's 55%. The industry average is 25 to 30%. Average job value is $29K, which is pretty good for kitchen and bathroom renovations. So it's 6 jobs times $29K equals $174K. And the ad spend was $1,500. So the ROI was pretty much just 116 to 1. So for every dollar spent, he got back $116. So it's not really luck. It's a very calculated system. And when you have systems, you don't need to depend on referrals. You can know exactly what to expect month over month. If he wants to make 200K a month, if he wants to make 200K next month, he knows what to do. 300K a month, he knows what he needs to do. Spend more on ads, follow the same process, get the same results, just communicate with us. And that is the power of having the system, because it's predictable, it's reliable, and it scales. I've built this for contractors doing 500K a year, and I've built this for contractors doing over 5 million a year. I've built this for doing 500K a year, and I've built this for contractors doing 5 million a year, and it works at every level. And this is what we build for every client, and it's just very predictable every single month. So if you're ready to scale, if you want to get off the revenue roller coaster and stop paying an agency a retainer that they just collect every month without having any skin in the game, and as a private partnership program, we only take on 5 partners at a time because we allocate a lot of resources to each partner, then check the description below. Feel free to book in a call, and we'll scale together. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the call.